You represent the Passamaquoddy tribe, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm one of a council,
right.
A council of 6.
Right.
A governor and lieutenant governor.
All right. And your position on this issue?
Personally?
Yep.
Personally, I favor the project. I must admit that in the beginnings, I wasn't really sure just exactly what it was we was going to get into. Over time, in the process of looking at information, gathering information on my own, I've come to accept the project, come to embrace the project more. My comfort level is such that I support the project.
Why, though? Why do you embrace it? What is it about the project that works for you?
First off, I work here in the environmental department. I was concerned about the project from the standpoint of whether or not it actually impeded any of the processes that we do now. Such as the area down here on the beach. Whether or not that would restrict people from have a detrimental effect on clamming, for instance. Some things that people have done for an awful long time. And it's benign. The fuel is quite benign to the environment. Has no long-lasting effects. Dissipates in the atmosphere. No sheen. No adverse effects. And coupled with the fact that I've been here at Pleasant Point in Washington County on the reservation, for the majority of my life. And we've been waiting for an awful long time. Everybody keeps saying, well, something's coming, and like a lot of other folks from here in Washington County, I've had to wear many different hats in order to survive here. It's difficult at best for some folks that might have some sort of limited ability to be able to fit into certain jobs. So you have to do what you need to in order to survive. And I've been waiting for an awful long time for something to come along and provide us with the infrastructure to be able to help yourself.
So this is going to create jobs.
Absolutely.
Because some people think that it won't.
I don't see how they can say that.
Okay.
Just during the construction phase in itself, you're talking an influx of about maybe 1,000 jobs into the area over time. That's going to have a huge impact on the employment. How can you not say that it won't have an impact? It's.
I just got finished, surprisingly, meeting the Canadian news team.
Mm-hmm.
They say that Irving is trying to do the same kind of thing in St. John. What's that all about? I don't even. That was a surprise to me.
I haven't stayed abreast of what's been really going on in Canada and stuff. But
should we have two? If let's say this one gets built, should they have one too? Do we need two in the same within 40 miles of each other?
Well, I get from what I understand, given the capacity of the pipeline, that even though they may be having their own facility there, I think there's ample enough space within that pipeline in order to be able to provide this facility that we're planning here, to be able to pump fuel into that system. I don't believe it's a matter of major competition. I think that there's probably enough resources and to be able to get our product to market. Just based on the size and the figures that I've heard.
When you say that the reservation, something big has been coming, when you said that,
Mm-hmm.
Is that what does that mean to the reservation? I'm trying to get a sense of what it's been looking for. I think people feel that, I think they understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to articulate that a little better for the audience out there so that they get a better sense of what it means to the people of the reservation to have jobs, to be on the way up, so to speak.
Well, I think anyone, anyone that is, ambitious, will always be looking for work, will always be looking for a job. But I would like to think that here in Washington County, here on the reservation, that we could provide that opportunity, for people to be able to engage in something meaningful, to be able to have a job that they can be proud of, to be able to, to provide for their families, and be, on the upper side of the scale in terms of wages, for what we've had around here, Washington County being what it is just really hasn't had that opportunity bestowed upon it, this is big, it's probably bigger than anything we've ever seen in an awful long time, and probably will ever see in as long a time to come. To be able to work towards a retirement and to be able to feel, I guess, fulfilled, that you've become part of the mainstream in order to be able to enjoy your golden years. I'm not that far away from that, really, and I would like to think that, I could, rest comfortably, and not have to worry about, well, do we have a program for that that's going to be able to fix my window? It's going to be able to, fuel assistance or something of that nature. I would take great pride in being able to say, I don't need that. I want to be able to provide for myself, and this gives me that vehicle by which to be able to do that.
You think it's a fix-all?
Probably not a fix-all, but I think it's a damn good, it's a damn good springboard.
Mm-hmm.
You can use this to build off, to build other things with. Nothing is a fix-all. We can go out and look for the golden goose, but I'll settle for the golden egg for now. If that's what it takes in order for us to to get by. But it's what you do with that golden egg in order to be able to to build with other things with it.